Open your mind.
Hey out there, this is Buzz with TheSurvivalBuzz. So I'm having to continually shoot videos indoors, at least for now. Normally I'm an outdoorsy type person, but there's a heat wave here in Oklahoma as well as across the country right now. And the temperatures with the humidity level here are 105, 110, like every day this week pretty much. Luckily we're supposed to get a cold front coming in, so a little bit of relief for the weekend. Super thankful for that. So a lot of you out there probably are already aware of CBDCs, central bank digital currencies. It's the type of systems places like China use to control their citizens. They can basically shut your transactions down or pretty much do anything they want if you're not agreeing and going along to get along. And today, I believe, is the release date. I'm not certain of that, but I want to say today, July 20th, is actually the release date of the FedNow, which is a new form of currency, digital currency. Of course, the Federal Reserve at this point is stating that it's not a CBDC, but it sure seems like it in a lot of ways. I honestly feel like it's just a precursor for one. Once they get enough banks and people signed on to this and everybody used to these sort of transactions. You can think of it as a type of cryptocurrency, so to speak. And there's a lot of features for the layman person that might seem great, might seem like something that's good and something that we want. I mean, basically this system runs 365 days a year, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. And you can instantly send transactions as long as it's through a bank at this point. So the Fed, is in control of all of it. But you can send funds to somebody, send funds to a bank, transfer funds from your checking to your savings or vice versa, or even pay a loan within a matter of, I think the most you'd have to wait is 20 seconds, I believe. But along with that, I mean, this is just the rollout. This is phase one. I honestly believe once they get enough people on board, then the real terror begins. Then we really see what all of this is made of. And this is a programmable system. And so far, all that's programmable is basically that they can keep records and logs, generate a report of everything that you've spent money on. And it's all in the guise of protecting us from fraud and such things. They can blacklist people if they think there's a fraudulent thing going on with your account, then they can shut it down. But this is, like I said, just a precursor for what's to come. This whole totalitarian government that we're getting used to at this point. And there's other platforms like PayPal and Venmo and things that we all use, and CashApp and stuff like that. But as a lot of you know, you can transfer money instantly to a person, but at times to get it into a bank account or such things can take a number of days. So it has a lot of highlights that seem, like I said, to the layman person like a good thing, but it's just an early form of government control that is soon to roll out, I'm sure. And like I said, it's programmable, and this is phase one. So once they get more people on board, they can add or take away whatever they feel like, and it's run by the Federal Reserve. And along with that, I have to be careful how I talk here. It seems like the YouTubes likes to censor me and a lot of other people, but with the FedNow, the Federal Reserve is running the WEF and the rocks that are black and the UN are all signed on to this. They actually have a partnership with FedNow. And along with that partnership, they have agreed to help them reach their sustainable goals of 2030. And I would hope most of you know what that is by now. If not, you should probably look into it. But it's basically control. And that's all the government really wants to do at this point, is control us, control our transactions and everything we do. And now even with this phase one, them being able to generate reports on everything you buy, it's only a matter of time before they're going to limit the things you can buy. They can limit the amount of food you buy. They can limit the amount of pew-pews and things you feed that. So along with that, I would encourage people, I mean, at this point, I really feel like there's no way out of it. They control all your transactions, everything you buy and sell. Sound familiar? So if you're not prepared in every way possible of things that, I don't know, maybe you don't want the government and entities to know that you're doing, things such as food are always good to store back, but you know, the old pew-pews and things you feed them, things maybe you don't want them to know about, that time limit is running out on you to be able to purchase those things. And I would say they're probably not going to block you completely from being able to purchase those things, at least in the beginning. But they're definitely going to be able to limit those things that you buy. And right now we're in the beginning phases. It seems great. Most people are unaware. They're not awake to what's going on in the world. But I mean, let's face it, the governments across the world want total control of you and me. So you should prepare the best of your ability. I know money is a factor. It's a factor for me. I live paycheck to paycheck. But you really need to try. You really need to try to prepare for what's to come, because even though it sounds great on the surface, you have these CBDCs in places like China that literally control everything that their citizens do. If you come out against the government or have anything bad to say or come out with truths and facts, they can shut you down. They can shut down that CBDC, and well, then what? You're left to starve to death or whatever. So I would encourage everybody to be your best of your ability to go out and get all the things that you don't want them to know about, or you don't want them to eventually be able to stop you from doing. God bless you all. Appreciate you. And I'll catch you all on the flip side. Later.